So, Tim, tell me, I know you've worked with Ed for a long time. I'm talking about like since high school.
Yeah.
So, how would you define in your own words, how would you describe this journey all the way from high school or all the way to the league? How would you define that?
I would say if I would have to describe it in a couple of words, or phrase it in a way, I would say sacrifice.
Yeah.
I would say sacrifice in the sense of I'm growing up, in Miami,
Right.
and there's a lot of distractions. There's a lot of friends that want to invite you going out to parties, want to invite you on the boat, invite you to all sorts of events where there's going to be partying and just things of nature that could get you caught up in a way of where you're distracted.
Right.
And I think just being able to have that, that mindset of working with Ed, it made you want to go and work out, with him. It made you want to go to the gym and get better, just because of the energy and the things that were taught by him, that I really implemented in my game. It only felt right, to go there each and every day or every chance that I had to, to get better and improve my game. So just that sacrifice of stepping away from that crowd and trying to fulfill my dream of playing professional basketball, or in the sense of high school, going to college, then going from college to professional basketball. I would have to say, yes, sacrifice is the word.
Hey, I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
And another thing that you mentioned is mindset.
Yeah.
And it's one thing to be physically ready for the game, but the mental aspect is a huge thing to get you to the next level. Mm-hmm. And cognitive exercises are a huge element of Ed's training. So right. How would you say his cognitive element and his training, how would you say that impacted your game and improved your game?
Yeah, I think it was more of the movements that he taught, more so than just the typical things where you do lat pull downs or you do leg press or like you do leg curls on machines. A lot of his stuff were resistant band work and using bands and using disc and using a lot of balance drills with weights, and putting you in different positions where it was tough. And in order for you to do that, you really had to lock in and key in on the movements that he was teaching you in order to get through the workout. And at a young age, in high school, it's kind of tough. And it was definitely tough for me for my first year or so, just studying the movements and getting right. But, once, like I said, you're going there each and every day, you're putting in that work with him, it only gets better and it only gets a lot easier.
No, I like that. I like that. So you did that through phases. So there was like a different phase through high school. So as you grew, the workouts grew as well.
Yes, exactly. And you got more advanced, a lot heavier weight. Ed loves to crack jokes. So
yes.
So once you start going in there, I wasn't going in there in tank tops and cut off tees. I'll tell you that much. But once I started getting into my senior year of high school, going to college and got into the pros, start wearing a lot more tight fit, tops, just to show off the guns a little bit. So I feel good about myself. So it was all fun and games, but at the end of the day, it was still work.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So this is it. This is the question. I'm gonna put you in the hot seat. Hot seat. Right. So you've worked with her for a long time. Again, we've established that. So how would you describe Ed's training in one word?
Oh, Jesus. That's a tough question, man. That's a tough question because you go any type of way. I don't know if I want to get on the serious. I would say it's I don't want to say different, but I would definitely say unorthodox.
Okay.
I would say unorthodox a little bit. He had you doing a lot of workouts and a lot of drills where once you get there, you don't really understand it. And, you have these bands that you put around your ankles, but then he has you put them on your wrist. And in high school, you never would think about that. He has you doing band work, doing first step movements with the weighted basketball, and then he has you doing high knees with the resistant band around your ankles with weights and kettlebells. And it's just something to see and witness. And I remember my first time working with him and seeing one of his workouts for the first time before I actually did work out with him. I talked to my dad, and I really didn't think I was able to do any of these workouts, but just being there with him and Ed being able to talk you through and teach you the movements. You're not going to get everything the first time, but that if you're there for those first couple of weeks, 3-4 weeks, and you get a little groove going and you get a little more confidence in you, then the stuff becomes natural, and it becomes I wouldn't say a lot easier because the weight goes up as you get stronger, but I would say the movement and everything starts to build confidence in yourself and your ability to go out there and work with them.
I like that, man. I love that answer.
Yeah.
I love that answer.
Yeah.
Tim, man, thank you so much for your time. I know you're a busy guy. I know you're about to start training camp. You're about to get it in.
Yeah, I am.
I'm looking forward to you when you come down here in Miami. I'm definitely going to that game.
No doubt.
I'm gonna say close. All right. I won't be wearing the Miami jersey though. Okay.
All right.
I've been working at Dallas though. That one day.
All right. That's what I'm talking about.
All right, Tim. Man. So thanks a lot for your time, man.
No problem, man. Thank you.
Cool.
No doubt.